Alright, we're trying this one again. Recorded this yesterday and it was a complete and utter failure. But yeah, what you saw there in the little opening clip there was the TPMS light coming on. And if you look, there's 10 miles on the odometer. I had just left the dealership, taken delivery, had 1 mile on it when I rolled out of that parking lot. So 9 miles up the road, the TPMS light comes on. Well, needless to say, I was a little bummed. So there's a story, and if you stick around to the end, if you have a 25 Goldwing, I mean, I'm not sure if I would assume it works for any of them that have the TPMS system, but maybe this will work for you. But let me tell you what happened. So I got home and I figure out, because like I said, I'm flying down the highway. I'm not gonna sit there and try to figure out how all this stuff works, right? So I get home, first thing I do is I grab my little tire pressure gauge just to make sure, because I mean there's a low pressure light that comes on other than the TPMS light. So if you know, if your pressure gets low, a little light lights up touch. Check the tire pressures, they're fine. So I grab the manual. So down here, it'll tell you I got a flip. Right now it's on the rear tire, it says 42. I can switch it back to the front and it'll give me the pressures. So I noticed that the rear tire was not reading, the front tire was. Okay, maybe it's just a sensor issue. We'll get it figured out. So I called the sales lady that I've been dealing with, super sweet lady. Great. I mean, she was really great to deal with. She's bummed. She's like, man, you call the service, they will hook you up. I'm like, all right, cool. Call the service. Talk to a guy. I'm like, hey man, just took delivery. I mean, just took delivery. And he's like, oh yeah, silver Goldwing. Oh crap, man. Or he's like, all right, bring it back anytime and we'll take a look at it real quick. It probably just needs to be reprogrammed or something simple. He goes, just bring it back anytime. I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, all right, cool. They're not that far away from where I live, so not a big deal. It was just before Memorial Weekend though, and we were going away. So it's and then the next week it rained. So this past Saturday, a couple days ago, the rain finally let off, and I hopped on and I went there, got to the dealership about 11:30, and they were packed. Probably because it's been raining all week, and it's a nice day now, so everybody brings their stuff in. Turns out Saturday is our first come first serve, and I probably should have gotten there at 9 a.m. when they opened. Whatever, I'm just gonna see what's going on anyway since I'm there. I got in line. I was about 5 deep in the line. Got up to the guy at their service counter. I said, hey man, I called, I don't know who I talked to, this is the deal. He's like, oh yeah, that was me. Oh man, he goes, we're short-handed today and we are busy, and it's only walk-ins. First come first serve. I'm like, all right, no big deal. I said, do I need to make an appointment? And he goes, well, you can leave it and come back later this afternoon. I'm like, no, I got stuff I'm doing. He's like, all right, yeah. He goes, I would just come back a different day if you can. He goes, if everything's working fine, he goes, just let her ride and we'll figure it out. At the same time, well, not the same time, at that time, one of their service guys had come in, doing the whole paperwork swap, and he's like, hey man, this dude just took delivery of his Goldwing and this is the issue. And he's like, you gotta talk to the, I can't even remember what they call them, the dudes that, a new bike comes in off the trailer, they unwrap it, put it all together, do all the checkout, the first guys that set it up. You need to talk to them. And he's like, he goes, it's just I'm like, dude, it's just the rear sensor's not reading. Oh really? Okay. He goes, here's what you got to do. Now this is the part that might help out. Maybe. Like I said, I don't know if this will be a fix for every time, but this is what fixed me. I'm going to tell you. He said, get home, let it sit for a minute, let things cool off a little bit. Let all the air out of the tire. Let all the air out of the tire. Okay. He goes, pump it back up to 65 psi. All right. And then drop it back down to 41. Go for a ride. I can't remember if we said 10 minutes or 10 miles. We just said go for a ride. Okay, cool. I was like, I'm going to forget by the time I get home quick. Let me jot it down. So I wrote everything down. All right, hopped on the bike. Went home. Got in the garage, put it up on its center stand, and went and had some lunch. I mean, it was afternoon, so I had some lunch, let it chill. All right, into the garage I am. Let all the air out. Well, I got one of those little portable air pumps. Only goes up to 55, so I drag out the big compressor. Bump it up, 65. Drop it down to 41. My wife has not ridden this yet, so we were like, hey, let's take this opportunity to go for a ride. So she hops on, and off we go. First started up, the light's still on. We get cruising, the light's still on. I'm like, all right. Well, I said I got to give it 10 miles, 10 minutes. I look at the miles, and then off we go. And I didn't notice when, but sure as shit, that light turned off. I went down and looked, and it's reading pressure on the rear tire. Oh, god dang, that's awesome. And then this sucks because the internet completely failed me on this one. I mean, I'm looking at, you know, TPS sensor failed, or not reading, rear tire not reading, reset TPMS sensors, reteach TPMS sensor, and they're all, everything's like, oh man, yeah, you got to go back to the dealership. It's probably a bad sensor. You're gonna have to take the tire off. So I mean, I was just like, this is gonna suck. It's brand new. I mean, granted, I bought a killer warranty on this thing. I mean, I've got 8 years. I'm fully covered on this guy. So I wasn't worried about it costing me anything to get it fixed. It's brand spanking new, right? But that fixed it. I wrote it Sunday, and I rode to work this morning, and I'm on my way home right now, and it is reading just fine. So that fixed it. Whatever. Take all the air out of the tire. Pump it up to 65. Drop it back down to 41, because that's what the manual says the rear tire should be at. And run it. And it worked. So, there you go. That's my first problem, hopefully the only problem I've had with this bike. Otherwise it's been great. I mean, my wife and I went for a ride for her first time on it, and she's happy. She likes it. She's comfortable. She sits, got a good, you know, nice position for her. We're not cramped together. And I was purposely hitting some bumps, and man, the ride's smooth. The ride is smooth. So that's it, man. If anybody out there with the Goldwing, new or older, has had that issue, let me know. And if you do, and this little thing fixes your problem, drop it in the comment, man. Let me know. I would love to hear about it. So hopefully, if there's anybody having the same issue, you know, pick up on this video, and hopefully it fixes your problem. So that is it. Just a short one probably today. I mean, I didn't want to make my first real big video on this thing as my first problem, but hey, you know what? It was an easy solution. Hopefully it'll help somebody else out there that's got the same problem. So that's it. I'm going to cruise home. It's going to be a nice week, so it's going to be a ride every day. Highway riding, but hey, you know what? I'll take the ride. I don't care. So have a good one. Have a great week. Ride safe out there, everyone, and we will catch you on the next one. Oh, hey, thank you. All my new subscribers, thank you. Man, I've had a huge bump. That last video was pretty good. So I've got a lot of new subs, and I've got a lot of advice and a lot of rides that I need to take in this area. I think we're going to go somewhere. I'm not sure. We got something. The weather's right this weekend. This is NBA, and I are going to hop on the bike. We're going to cruise somewhere, maybe a local winery, or maybe cruise up into Virginia and see what we see. All right, everybody, have a good one, and we will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. So long. Bye-bye. it.